watching Dontaesboxingnation.
Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So since old media has been praising NOA and ranking him above fighters like Jermell Charlo, Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Errol Spence, and some of these old media websites even have NOA ranked above Crawford. So we had to get Errol Spence's take on that. Now, Errol Spence is already known for often speaking the truth when it comes to everything that's going on in the sport of boxing. So for the most part, he answered the question the way I expected him to answer it. My man Skip, who we send to cover the fights on new media's behalf, me and Ellokey, we give him the questions and he relays it. And this is a question that everyone that is on that pound for pound list needs to be asked. You guys have heard me say on many occasions on my channel, if you were to ask anybody right now, if I were to ask any of you guys right now, name me 3 guys that NOA has beat. Without you looking it up on the internet, you're not going to have an answer. And even if you give me an answer, you won't be naming me any fighters better than the competition that Errol Spence, Crawford, Jermell Charlo, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta Tank Davis has beaten. So Skip, he asked the question, and this is what Errol Spence had to say.
ESPN rank anyway higher than Shakur, Gervonta, Devin, Jermell Charlo, and on the pound for pound list. Do you agree with that?
What happened?
I say in a way, the boxer. ESPN has ranked them higher than Shakur, Gervonta.
Ranked who high?
In a way.
The Japanese fighter, Ellokey.
Undisputed.
Do you agree with that list?
He ranked higher than who?
Gervonta, Shakur, Devin Haney.
I mean, Anu can fight his ass off, but I mean, I ain't never seen. I mean, I don't really know anybody he just beat like that. I mean,
Donaire.
but he can fight. Yeah, he did knock out Donaire.
A little older, but still a good fighter.
I mean, he can fight his ass off. I like him.
But Errol, it's, about legacy. If the Terrence thing can't happen because whatever.
Okay, guys, so as you can see, another reporter pretty much cut him off and changed the subject, went back to talking about Crawford, which, by the way, if you guys want to watch that full interview, you can watch it in the last video that I just uploaded. But whenever a boxer is asked, do you believe NOA deserves to be rated that high on the pound for pound list? And the first thing that comes out of a boxer's mouth that actually answers that question is, I don't even really know who he beat like that. Because that's how he said it. I don't really know who he beat like that. That tells the whole story. You can't be considered pound for pound number 1, number 2, or number 3, especially over all of those fighters' names that I mentioned, and no one even knows who he beat. And even by the reporter's own admission, the best guy that he beat, you heard the reporter, he said Donaire. But he was a little bit older. That was the one name that he mentioned. And you bring that kind of information to a fighter like Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, this is the type of answer you're going to get. The translation is it doesn't make any sense. I see some information of, I don't know if it's ESPN's list because it says men's top 100, but I heard that ESPN shared it. They have NOA as number 1 on a top 100 list. The more they do this and we start asking these boxers the real questions, they're going to start exposing these overrated fighters being ranked so high by old media. Now, Errol Spence, he did say, but I like him. He could fight his ass off, which obviously means Errol Spence, he's showing NOA some respect. And that was Errol Spence's nice way of saying, nah, he ain't better than all of those guys, but he could fight his ass off though. But there's a lot of fighters that could fight their ass off. And that's the reason why Errol said it that way. I mean, Bruce Carrington could fight his ass off. Jaron Ennis could fight his ass off. But fighting your ass off doesn't mean you have a better resume than Terrence Crawford, Bivol, Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, and the list just goes on and on and on. So for the most part, I think me and everyone else pretty much agrees with everything that Errol Spence just said right there. I agree. I know he could fight his ass off, but I don't really know who he beat like that. We all know who those other names beat that I just mentioned. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Ellokey Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to Ellokey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, "Can you fix this?" And, he pretty much said, "No problem." My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.